Hey everyone, welcome to Moving Matt. We do all things cameras with a dash of vlogs and a little bit of travel. And this is Camera Wars, the show where we give you the latest camera news and let you know just how the battle is heating up. First up, it looks like Nikon is reminiscing back to the days where they still sold cameras and are planning on releasing a retro style camera called the Nikon ZFC. According to Nikon Rumors, who leaked these pictures, which show they will have retro dials and a fully articulating screen. This will be an APS-C camera with similar specs to the Nikon Z50 and will be priced at $999 with the kit lens. On top of the camera, it looks like they will possibly be releasing two new cropped lenses, a 28 f2.8 and a 35 f1.8. But even though these will be made to sell with this camera, these lenses themselves won't be retro.
That don't make no sense!
Apparently the official announcement will be June 28th, but for some reason I highly doubt that will happen now. It looks like Nikon is taking a page out of Fujifilms playbook here, and all jokes aside, I think it looks super slick and I hope it works as well for them as it has for Fujifilm. But speaking of Fujifilm and their playbook, it looks like their master plan is coming together. According to Fuji Rumors, the price of the medium format GFX 50S Mark II has leaked, and interestingly enough, like the GFX 100S, the big brother, it encroaches even more into the full frame price range. This camera will come in at a cool $4,000, which is much cheaper than the Sony A1 and only $100 more than the Canon R5. Of course, each of these cameras have different strengths, but I believe it was genius for Fujifilm to skip the full frame altogether and play where basically no one else is playing, like they've kind of done with their APS-C lineup, where in my opinion they're playing on a higher level than anyone else. If I had to guess, they eventually plan on bringing their medium formats to play in the 2500 to 6500 range, with their flagships being the latter.
I don't believe you.
This would allow them to offer competitively priced cameras to Canon, Nikon, and Sony, and Panasonic, but with the distinction and appeal of being a medium format sensor. Now, not much is known about the GFX 50S Mark II just yet, except that it'll have the same 50 megapixel sensor as the current GFX 50 cameras, have the same form factor as the GFX 100S, and will have IBIS. But for the rest, we will not have to wait long to see, because it will be coming out the second half of 2021, which, did you know we are now 6 months away from Christmas?
Oh my God!
It's all moving so fast, we're gonna die, and there's nothing we can do about it. Next up, it looks like the Canon RF 14-35 f4 IS USM is definitely a thing and has leaked ahead of its official announcement date, which Canon Rumors believes will be as early as next week. Here are some leaked images of the lens and a size comparison to its big bro, the 15-35 f2.8, which to this day is my favorite and by far my most expensive lens. I assume this will be much cheaper, and if I had to guess, will come in between $1,100 to $1,400. I gotta say, if this is as high quality as I believe it will be, I would have definitely went with this lens when I was in the market for a wide angle. But this lens isn't the only thing reported to be announced next week. The highly teased and anticipated Canon EOS R3 will officially be announced June 29th. Which is why I think that retro Nikon may be reconsidering the June 28th announcement date. But the announcement details isn't all we learned. We also got some more specs for the R3. According to Canon Rumors, this is everything we know. One big bit of information is that it will have a 30.1 megapixel stacked sensor, which according to Canon is developed and manufactured in-house. Some other standout specs are the 30 frames per second electronic, the beautiful flip-out screen, and the downsampled 4K with C-Log 3, and internal RAW support. Now, what exactly will be the downsample from a 30 megapixel sensor, I'm not sure, but considering the R6 with a 21 megapixel sensor downsamples from 5.6K, and the Sony a7 III with a 24 megapixel sensor downsamples from 6K, I would assume this will be in the 6.5 to 6.7K range. But maybe someone smarter than me in the comments below can let me and others know. Now, nothing is confirmed here, but if I had to guess, overheating will definitely not be a thing in this camera, and fingers crossed, neither will the record limits. I am personally excited to see what this camera can do, and if I wasn't still shell-shocked from the copyright strike I got from the Apple live stream, I would be covering this live. But I will definitely be giving updates as soon as they come in, so if you're interested in that sort of thing, consider subscribing. But for now, that is the current state of the camera wars. If you've liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And until next time, peace.